welcome back to Crystalline. In this episode, I'm determined to accomplish two things, or this session, I guess. I'm determined to accomplish two things. I'm determined to make Leanna not hate me, hopefully, if she already, unless, like, that was just an experience that doesn't actually matter. And also meet another woman, even though I really don't need another woman, but just for fun. Just, play around a little bit. I'm horrible already. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. I'm rudely awakened by boisterous yells. As I blink my eyes open, I see the pango planted on Zach's face. What is going on? Zach leaps off the bed, continuing his scolding, and the pango scurries under the pillow. I think you scared him.
Get out of there!
He snatches the pillow to reveal the pango contentedly blobbing over his dischargers. The pango's eyes are slitted shut and he wears a silly grin.
Don't even think about it!
Oh, so he's gonna absorb. Zach scoops up his dischargers and forcefully gives them a shake. The pango's eyes snap open as he wobbles in the air, clinging on for dear life.
Boy!
Zach doesn't cease his shaking and somehow the pango seems to be hanging on.
Boy!
His small body jiggles up and down until he finally bounces to the floor.
Boy!
He glares daggers at Zach, who is too busy inspecting his dischargers to notice. There's a sharp knock on the door. Barely comprehending what's going on, I shuffle to the door and open it a crack.
I heard yelling. Is everything
She cuts off mid-sentence and her eyes grow wide. I look behind me to see Zach dangling his dischargers high in the air while the pango leaps up to reach it.
These aren't for you to absorb!
Boy!
I'll
just wait for you guys downstairs.
Good idea. Before I can answer, she turns around and walks away. I can't blame her for that. I close the door and start getting dressed. A long while later, I emerge from the room with the pango sitting on my head. Zach has his dischargers back in their holsters and shoulders his pack. We head downstairs and meet Leanna, who is waiting at one of the tables. Seemed like a rather...
Everyone ready?
That seemed like a pointless experience, but maybe. I don't know anything. Okay, you know what, it's fine. It doesn't matter, the pango is mess. It's fine. Yup.
Yeah. As long as that thing doesn't come near my dischargers again.
Look, dude. Look. I don't know what to tell you. It's just attracted to me, like the girl next to you is also attracted to me. What?
Boy.
The pango sticks out his tongue. Leanna speaks before the two of them can start again.
All right, then let's hit the road.
Wow, she's very excited about it. I guess she didn't hate me. That's good. With one final nod, she leads the way out of the inn and back into town. The rest of the journey towards Lumia is peaceful yet uneventful. The pango snoozes on my head for most of the way there. Leanna frequently speaks Leanna frequently sneaks a peek at him and smiles to herself. Zach keeps to himself and continues to be in the lead for fewest lines spoken. Oh wow, look at breaking fourth wall there, friends. By midday, I can see the stone buildings of Lumia. We make it through the city gates without incident. How did you know Lumia was made of stone buildings? You've never been there. I'm skeptical about this guy. What if the main character turns out to be like an evil like mage or something like that? That would be amazing. Unlike the quaint houses of Meadow Hill Village, Illumia is built taller and grander. There is more noise as people fill the streets. Zach stares down a side street.
This is me.
I crane my neck and peer into an alcove.
It's a shortcut to the inn.
Leanna nods.
Safe travels. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Good luck at the Mage Academy.
He heads into the alley. And now it's just you and me again, sweetheart. Do you think we'll see him again? Well, let's see. He has a model and shows up on the screen, so I'm gonna go for yes. She shrugs.
Mercenaries have a way of just popping up. Let's keep moving. The Mage Academy is straight ahead, closer to the center of town.
She points to a looming tower with a high steeple. As we get closer, I see that the tower is attached to a castle. Whoa, you studied here?
Yep.
Amazing. It definitely looks prestigious. She notices my wonder.
What's your academy like?
Oh, let me tell you something. It's Shit. Party school, normal university, liberal arts college. Oh god. I don't think I want to have a liberal arts education. I shrug. At the usual, there are a lot of students all studying different majors, but we all have required core courses which we have to complete before branching into our majors. Leanna nods.
That sounds similar to the Mage Academy. Everyone here must learn magic and casting, but after that, we are able to choose a discipline.
Wow! It's almost like that's the normal way to design a school curriculum. I'm killing myself. It's fine, doesn't matter. Like becoming a mage knight?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, look at me using my inference skills. I am so good. We begin making our way down the grand streets of Illumia. Once we arrive at the academy, Leanna pushes right through the wrought iron gates and leads me across the expansive quad. Whoa, this is cool. Students pass by in flocks and chatting animatedly. Each of them wears nearly identical long cloaks, differing only in color. Oh, so it's Hogwarts. Literally, it's just Hogwarts. Okay, fair enough. Leanna glances excitedly at a girl wearing a white cloak, wearing a white cloak. Do you know her?
No, but we're in the same house.
It is Hogwarts! Oh, they're gonna make a reference, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, kill me. Dude, this is hardcore gonna be a hardcore Hogwarts reference. Oh, okay. What does that mean? Have you watched Harry Potter, you dumb bitch?
You can tell by her cloak. White means she's learning wind magic.
Okay, so you can only choose one type of magic to learn? So she's a wind mage. I pay more attention to the specific colors. There's a bug in my room. I'm gonna fucking murder that guy. Where are you? I pay more attention. There's bugs in my room all the time. I don't know how they get in here, but like, I guess my house is just retarded. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill him. If he steps on my screen, he dead. I pay more attention to the specific colors. There's white, red, blue, and green. I bet I can guess which color represents what. Wind is white. Leanna nods. Red is fire, blue is water, and green is earth. She grins.
You got it.
Wow! 4 elements. Now, oh man, it's a combination of The Last Airbender and Harry Potter right now. I bet there's someone who can master all 4 elements. What kind of cloak does he wear? He probably has like a black one or some shit like that. We walk past an enclosed field. A young man sporting a green cloak holds a book in one hand and with his other hand aims his manipulator straight ahead of him. His mouth is pressed in concentration and beads of sweat line his forehead. After a few tense minutes, the earth rumbles beneath him and spikes shoot out of the ground. Hold on. So we were watching this guy for like a few minutes? What? That was awesome!
Come on!
But we watched him for like a few minutes. Leanna pulls on my arm, reverting my attention back to the task at hand. Where are we going? Are we going to see Dumbledore right now? We enter the east wing of the castle and into an open foyer. This is literally Hogwarts. We're about to see like the cafeteria. Oh, hardcore. There are only a scattering of students wandering these halls, and most are accompanied by an adult wearing long black robes. I assume they must be the professors. Ugh. Leanna scans each professor we pass as if looking for someone specific. This is Dumbledore's office. No, it's not. This is actually the library.
Professor Orin.
Oh, I missed it. She leads me up a winding staircase, then grins when she spots an older man with graying hair. His robes are pleated with white stripes as he carries a staff in one hand. Professor Orin. He turns to the sound of his name and matches Leanna's grin.
Leanna, brightest. What a pleasant surprise.
What a surprise that is. She's one of the best students. She had like a 4.0 GPA. What amazing. She smiles bashfully at the compliment.
It's great to see you again.
What brings you to the academy?
Jesus Christ, I just skipped.
Actually, I'm here on official business. I'm sure you've heard of the random concentrations of magical energy by now.
He nods.
Well, I found someone who was directly impacted.
She gestures to me. Hi, I'm from New York. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright, here we go. I shift awkwardly as his gaze falls on me. Although he looks intently at me, I can sense his curiosity.
What exactly do you mean by impacted?
I was investigating a report of unusual magic energy in Meadowhill, and it turns out the concentrated energy originated from him.
Professor Orin raises a skeptical eyebrow.
That level of energy would tear a human apart from the inside. Are you sure you weren't mistaken?
My manipulator read the energy level. Maybe we can use the Academy's equipment to scan him again.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, we're going. I'm gonna get an X-ray. Woohoo! Not fun. He motions for us to follow him, then turns down the hallway. We arrive at a spacious room. There's a large device at one end of the room, which is separated by a wall of glass. Is that? This looks like a Minecraft enchanting table, hardcore, except there's no book on top. I missed it. Wait. There's a large device on one end of the room, which is separated by a wall of glass. The device has two panels on the side, which stretch up about 8 feet off the ground. Good lord. On the other side of the room are a handful of students and professors. They consistently focus their manipulators in what I assume to be magical tests and every so often jot down notes. Oh, so it's like the research facility. They're getting paid by the government to do research. A couple of pangos openly roam about the room, mostly ignored by the people. If one wanders a little too close to a crystal, a student chases it away. Otherwise, they leave each other be. I thought you said pangos weren't really welcomed in society. Leanna looks fondly around the room, a reminiscent smile on her face.
They aren't, but mages tend to like them. Pongos absorb residue energy on the mage from casting, which is surprisingly nice. Kind of feels like a gentle massage. Okay,
I'm trying to decide if it's pangos or pongos. I don't like pongos, it sounds dumb. Anyway, I guess it all sounds dumb? Professor Orin gives her a soft nudge. Dude, he's trying to hit on my girl right now. Come on.
Go ahead.
She nods and turns to me.
We're gonna take another scan of you now.
I'm getting an X-ray. You're talking about that huge thing behind the glass, right?
Yeah. It looks intimidating, but it functions the same way as my manipulator.
Alright. One of the students leads me to the device and has me stand between the two panels. There's a crystal mounted on top of each panel. Let me move this over slightly. It's got me. As he closes the glass door behind him, the quiet mumbling of voices is muted into silence. A beam of soft light emits between the crystals and slowly descends towards my head, passing through my torso and disappearing at my feet. Oh, okay, so it's above me. Okay, that makes sense. Once the light is gone, the same student lets me back into the room. Professor Orin looks grave while Leanna's mouth is pressed into a firm frown.
This can't be right. Maybe we should scan him again.
Leanna, the levels that you reported would have killed this young man.
Even so, how is it possible that this scan shows he has 0 magical energy?
That's about right. Because I'm not a magical person, sweetheart. I'm from New York. New York? I don't know. How do you do a New York accent? Let me tell you how. I don't know. I'll learn it. I wish I knew, but I don't. She holds out her manipulator just as when we first met. A pale light glows. Unlike our initial meeting, as she holds her manipulator closer to me, the light remains unchanged. Leanna's face falls. Professor Orin puts a comforting hand on her shoulder. He's still trying to hit on my girl. Calm down, buddy.
Had he just cast it? Perhaps it was magical residue which you had read. As you know, that tends to slowly leave the body after each magic use.
Yeah, she shakes her head.
It was too high a reading to just be residue.
Defend Leanna? How would I defend her? I know nothing. I mean, I guess I can say, like, yeah, the reading... I don't want to look dumb, but, like, I don't know if this is, like, an actual argument that I shouldn't be involved in. I don't think I want to get involved. Just, like, as a general rule. Because I don't know anything. But I kind of want to defend her. You know what? Let's just try it. The last time Leanna used her scanner on me, that little glowy light was pulsing like crazy. Like, it almost flatlined, it was beeping so much. Professor Orin seems intrigued.
Then perhaps it was a faulty reading from your manipulator.
Perhaps.
I can hear the skepticism in her voice. It seemed to be working fine before, but also, what do I know? Leanna shakes her head as if asking me not to continue.
I should get back to my students, but I hope I get to see you again.
Yeah, see, I shouldn't have done anything. It's fine. Professor Orn gives Leanna's shoulder one last comforting squeeze before he leaves. Dude, back off my girl right now. Come on. Awful. While the discussions had been taking place, I noticed that the pangos would watch me with interest. One green one starts to gravitate towards us. Maybe it's interested in Leanna's magic, but then why does it look like it's heading towards me?
Poi?
I look down and see my wobbly blue friend at my feet. Hey, you're back.
Poi!
He bounces on the ground and fixes me with his wide smile. Suddenly, he stops and stares at the green pango, who blinks back at him. He hops towards it and grins.
Poi! Poi poi! Poi!
Oh, has a different voice. My pango's eyes widen.
Poi poi!
The green pango grins and hops away, and my pango follows it. I have no idea what just happened, but why do I feel all warm and fuzzy inside? I have no idea. As the pangos run off, a professor in a wheelchair rolls towards us. Although he's lost all his hair, he doesn't seem to be as old as some of the others.
Leanna.
He has a picture. She doesn't bother containing her surprise.
Professor Xavier!
Oh wow, Xavier, wow, amazing. Huh? I don't know what this means. What is this? I don't think I should go crazy. Let's just be nice. He smiles at Leanna.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Then he turns his attention to me. It's nice to meet you, sir.
You as well.
Professor, is there something I can help you with?
Leanna, how high was your original energy reading?
In the thousands.
He creases his brow and ponders quietly.
Tell me, are you familiar with the theory of temporal rifts?
Leanna and I both shake our heads.
In the most basic sense, a temporal rift occurs when the fabric of the universe is torn. In the midst of this tear, there is a moment where the parallel worlds overlap.
Here we go. Leanna and I glance sharply at each other. Would it be possible to cross between these worlds?
It may be in theory, but it'd be very difficult. After all, that type of travel between worlds would require an immense amount of energy, an amount that no human would be able to manipulate and survive. That's why most elders have dismissed this as nonsense. But listening to all that's been said today, it coincides quite closely with this theory.
For the first time since we've arrived at this school, I begin to feel a glimmer of hope. As if that this temporal rift is going to provide, we already found it out that there's too much energy for me to actually handle, even though I already did it once. I'm gonna die. This is bad. What more can you share about this theory?
Well, not much, I'm afraid. As I said, most consider it to be either nonsense or too inconsequential to waste their time on. Although there is one man who spent his life developing and researching this theory. He used to be an instructor of this academy.
Is he still in Illumia?
He's dead.
Unfortunately, he left many years ago in search of Ember Mist.
Oh, obviously. What is that?
The
Leanna
Hidden City.
purses her lips. Oh, Hidden City, cool. He nods. Oh! Yet again, my character with an astute observation as a world-class detective. Call him Sherlock Holmes. If it's hidden, I'm guessing it'll be hard to find. Before he can respond, a student with two long pigtails strides over. A character!
Please allow me to accompany you on your quest.
What quest? We haven't even started a quest yet. But hello, Amelia. I like her pink. Not going to lie. Professor Xavier replies sternly.
Absolutely not.
Could you elaborate on your disapproval? This is an excellent opportunity to further my research and education.
This is not a Mage Academy-sponsored expedition, so there won't be mages around to protect you. It's a dangerous journey, especially given the fact that no one knows the location of Ember Mist.
Oh, I guess we're going to go find this dude. The girl stays silent, and I can practically see the cogs in her head spinning as she contemplates his words. Finally, she nods.
Understood.
As soon as she finishes speaking, she turns on her heel and walks away. Wow, that was, awful. What just happened?
Pay her no mind. That's just how she is.
Who is she?
That's Amelia Estelle, the university's prodigy. She's only a teenager, but already a mage caster, which means she can manipulate 2 different elements at the same time.
Wow. So I guess there is no avatar. Darn. I flash her a grateful smile for automatically explaining what a mage caster is. I'm guessing mage casters are usually a little bit older than a teen. Leanna grins.
Just a little. Most mage casters are in their 40s.
Ah. My eyes widen. She must be really something special then.
Anyway, thank you for all of your help, Professor.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more helpful, but I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
Yawn. After saying goodbye, his wheelchair moves on its own and pushes him out of the room. Ha! No way! Are you ready to roll? Got him. Shit. Oh. Oh. My life is over. Oh my god. Whoa, did his wheelchair just move by itself?
Not quite. He's using wind magic to push it along.
Darn! The more I see magic in use, the more I wish I could use it.
What did you think of everything the professor said?
I think it is BS, and also I love your eyes. Hi, what? It sounds exactly what happened, exactly like what happened to me. We should find this Ember Mist city and talk to the professor there. Oh yeah, this is the easiest thing ever. Where's Ember Mist? Oh, I don't know. It's somewhere. Oh, and also, yeah, let's talk about this theory that kind of coincides with what the fuck happened to me. And also, even though he just said it was extremely rare and not likely, let's do it anyway, because yeah, I'm trying to go back to New York after I just befriended this extremely hot girl. My family will live without me. Maybe. I don't know, my family's kind of important. You know what? I kind of made a bet on how this is gonna end, and I'm sticking by it, but also I think this is gonna end with him being able to deliberately cast some kind of thing to get him between the 2 worlds as he likes. I think that's gonna be a thing that happens at the end, unless it's not. It seems too convenient, but I feel like that's where this is going. Because especially if this turns out to be a bonding thing, oh, we woo this girl and she loves me or whatever, I feel like that's the thing that will happen. We should blah blah blah. She nods.
Unfortunately, no one knows how to get there.
Wow, I'm a genius. Don't worry, hon. Just follow me and we'll maybe get there at some point. Yeah. So, okay. So we have the maps of the 3 kingdoms, right? And this is so it's probably on another continent or something. Maybe it doesn't even exist. Maybe it's underground, maybe it's in the sky. Who knows? But I'm moving everything around and I am scared. Okay, this is fine.
Let's stop by the inn. Since it's a hub for travelers from all over, there's bound to be someone who knows something.
Wow, it's almost like there might be, for plot convenience. That sounds like our best course of action. Once agreed, Leanna leads the way out of the academy. Also, question here. So she was sent on... So Leanna was sent on this journey via work, as a request off of work. And yet now... I mean, I guess it was her job to investigate it, but, does she not need to report to her employer at all? Is she getting paid? Does she need to, talk to her family? Anything like that? No? Okay, fine. I follow her through the twisting roads of Lumia. When asked why we were taking so many turns, she said she wanted to avoid the marketplace, which would be so crowded with people we wouldn't be able to walk through. So, soon we reach the inn. This place is a lot larger than any other inn we've stayed at so far, even though it looks exactly the same. Along with the smoothly crafted dining tables, there's a fireplace along the far wall with labeled jars on the mantel. This place is fairly busy for this time of day, and only a couple of tables are open. Per usual, Leanna speaks to the innkeeper. I see him point towards a couple by the fireplace. When she returns, she drops a key in my hand.
Here's the key to your room. I figured we're going to be spending the night here.
Excellent deduction, honey. I nod as my pocket my key.
The innkeeper doesn't know how to get to Embermist, but he says that couple comes from the far desert. They might know.
I don't understand what the far desert has to do with Embermist. Because we don't know how to get there. So, like, oh yeah, they come from the desert. They totally know something. What doesn't make any logical sense? Anyway, maybe we should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good idea. I'll go talk to that couple.
No, we should totally go over there together so they can make us be like, oh, you're totally boyfriend and girlfriend, and then she'll blush and I'll be like, oh yeah. Okay. As Leanna walks off, I survey the room. Oh, there's a cute girl. Ask the loner in the corner. Ask the group of adventurers. I'm gonna go with the cute girl. Obviously, I approach the pretty redhead by the bar. Hey there. She smiles.
Hi.
Whoa, her voice is something else. This guy is amazing. I love him. He's great.
I can be.
Are you looking to join a party? I sit down beside her. Have you been here long? She gives me a curious look.
Long enough to know that I haven't seen you before.
Oh, she likes me. She's totally into me. I'm just passing through, you know. I'm an adventurer on my way to go battle some more bandits and be heroic. You know, just the usual. It's just my job, you know.
Oh, where are you headed?
Is this Valerie, by the way? I think it is. To Embermist. Suddenly your smile drops. That's not the reaction I was expecting.
Embermist doesn't exist.
Oh, but sweetheart, it's actually the place that I'm taking you tonight. Oh, fucking kill me. I frown. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Alright, never mind then. You're cute. Her smile drops again and she grabs her drink. She sways her hips as she walks and approaches a man who's drinking alone. Her alluring smile returns. She sits down beside him and touches his hand. Wait a minute, is she a consort? Let's pretend that just didn't happen. Yeah, I didn't read that. I am confused. I'm about to brush up on my knowledge right now. I don't know this. Google knows all. Here we go. Maybe they're prostitute. I don't know. Ask the group of adventurers. I approach a table of misfits. These guys look like they're well traveled. There's a tall, bulky man wearing fur boots and a loincloth, and very little else. His muscles ripple as he takes a swig from his tankard. Beside him is a short and stout, bearded man. It's a dwarf. These are probably like all the different like Lord of the Rings classes right now. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think back to Lord of the Rings, and I'm losing it. Gold is entwined in his braided beard, and a scar runs from his bald head down to his cheek. The last member of their party is a lithe, blonde, elegant man. Maybe it is, because this is obviously an elf. There was obviously a dwarf, and I'm trying to think. Hey there. Blonde man grins when the other two peer at me.
Well, aren't you a tall, refreshing drink of water?
I don't know what that means.
I'm Randall, but you can call me Randy.
Is he gay? He winks. I think he is. I should have figured that one at the drink of water. Is that a flirtatious line, though? I mean, let's just keep going. If it goes farther than this, we're out of here. Hi, I'm Silver. I hope I'm not intruding. I just had a quick question.
Not at all. Ask away.
Do any of you know how to get to the city of Embermist? Randall laughs.
Do you still believe in those fairy tales? Ember Mist is just a myth.
I think it's a real place. The bald man frowns.
The city's underground.
Ah, bingo! This time, the hulking barbarian cracks a smile.
You believe in it too? Of course not. But if it did exist, it would be underground. Otherwise, why hasn't anyone been able to find it? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Says the person too dumb to wear clothes.
Oh!
I'm wearing clothes! Your underwear doesn't count.
The two continue to bicker as Randall tries to soothe them both by offering them head. Because he's gay. Sorry, that was insensitive. I slowly back away. This wasn't very helpful.